What's up? My name is Daquan Robinson. I'm from Las Vegas, Nevada, and I'm a sponsored skateboarder. I've been skateboarding for about 16 years. What made me start skateboarding was there was a group of kids at my school that skateboarded. I wanted to be just like them, and that's one thing you should never do, is be something you're not. But it made me pursue skateboarding, and I'm here, and I love it. Right now, I skate for Native Vandals, Goonrat Skateco, and Heavy XXL Hardware. Some of my favorite tricks are late flip, front smith, front tail, back lip, tray flip, just to name a few. When you start skateboarding, safety is very key. Helmets, elbow pads, knee pads. When you're first starting out, those are something that you really want to have, just so you can prevent any injury. Before you get into anything else, you want to figure out your stance. Are you regular? Are you goofy? Regular, left foot forward, right foot pushing. Goofy, right foot forward, left foot pushing. Once you figure out your stance, that's going to be what you're going to be for the whole entire rest of your life skateboarding. Once you figure your stance, you want to learn how to balance on the board. Find yourself a very comfortable standard, and then when you do that, you'll be able to push with your back foot, wherever that is, left or right foot. Once you have everything figured out, you want to go to your local skate park, your garage, your sidewalk, whatever you want to do, and just start going at it. When you get a board, a part of your stance and your balance is your trucks. Do you want your trucks tight or do you want them loose? Myself, I run very loose and I have really good balance. So when I do that, so when I'm riding, I'm going to be able to turn nice and smoothly. Tight trucks, it all depends on body weight, but if you have tight trucks and you're casually like a, how can I say, average size weight, you'll be able to turn nice and smoothly. So once you figure everything out, the one trick that you want to learn is the ollie. The ollie is a trick that basically takes you and your board off the ground and gets you onto obstacles or down obstacles. To do the ollie, you want to be comfortable with your stance. You want to have your front foot close to the middle and your back foot right on the tail. And you want to have a nice good snap. So when you have a really good snap, you're going to bring yourself up and your board with you. And to do that, you want to bend your knees. Don't go too low, but don't be too stand up. You just want to lift up, have a nice good snap, and then your front foot is just going to guide and it's going to come up. And you're going to be parallel to the ground, and then you're just going to land. So once you get the ollie down, the cool things about the ollie is you're going to be able to get onto stuff and down to stuff. So a lot of the more harder tricks require you to do an ollie. 50-50s, front tails, etc. You're not always going to land any trick first try. It takes a lot of practice and dedication, but once you get it, it's going to come natural every single day. Now, I'm going to teach you guys how to manual. manual is consistent of, how do I put it, your stance and balance. Balance is key, but you're actually going to be balancing on 2 wheels instead of 4. See what I did there? Saw what I did there? So when you do that, you want to lean back on your back foot, and when you do so, you're actually going to be riding and manually on 2 wheels. And then you can also do it on the front of your nose, and that's a nose manual. So when you do the manual, you want to put all your weight on your back foot, and you want to lift up. So gradually, when you're lifting up, you're on 2 wheels, and you're just going to keep going. And all your balance is mainly going to be the front foot. That's where all the balance is going to be. So you put more pressure on the back and balance with the front. Manual will definitely help you out with balance for future tricks, and also just to be varietized wherever you go.
Hey, I'm Kendall.
I'm Daquan.
And this is a game of skate.
Hey guys, Jesse here for your recap for skate tips. Today we learned a lot with Daquan. Also, what we want to show you guys is a little recap of how to do the stuff. I'm going to show you guys about balance again, about olling, manual, choosing your stands, and how to get that good feel for your skateboard. Daquan showed us about your stance. That's one of the first things you want to do with your skateboard besides getting your skateboard. So first what you want to do is choose which side you want to be on your skateboard. As you can see here, I'm goofy. Daquan himself is regular, so what I do is put my right foot in the middle of the board, put my left foot in the back of the board. Now, if you're regular and you feel comfortable with that, what you would do is just get off of the skateboard, put your left foot right in the front, and your right foot right in the back. However you feel with that, it just depends on your own preference of how it feels. So give it a try and you let me know how it feels. Another thing we learned today is about the trucks. Now some people tend to have their trucks loose or some tight. Daquan himself likes them loose, as to where me, I like them a little bit of tightness, but not too tight where I can't move. So if you wanted to do that, all you gotta do is just take your board, and as you can see in the bottom right here, you can tighten your trucks, and you have special tools made for your skateboard. So if you go to like a Zoomies or any skateboard shop that's local in your area, you can find that. So let's get a little bit of balance on yourself. So what you want to do, the way that you feel is comfortable, you want to get on the board. Remember, one foot right in the front, right in front of the trucks, whichever trucks are in the front, and then your other foot in the back. So put your leg right on the back, right on the tail, and if you want to give it a feel, lean forward, lean back, and that's how you know if you would like it loose or tight. And at the same time, it's a good way to learn how to get your balance with the skateboard itself. So just lean back, lean forward, lean back, and it's a good way to learn. Now, if you want to start to push, what you want to do is, once you have your foot in the front, when you take off the back foot. You take off the back foot, you want to lean towards the way you're actually skating. Bring your foot down and start pushing forward. So you push yourself forward, and at the same time, it gives you movement. When you feel like you've got enough speed, just pick up your leg and stick back on it. And just continue to do that until you feel comfortable with your stance, your balance, and your pushing. Once you get a feel for your push, now what you want to do is learn how to manual. The way to do that is the same way that you're standing on your board, get a good little push, and at the same time, come down on the back of the board and push a little bit with your right foot. Your back foot's going to do a lot of this. So you want to push back and make sure you can lift off the ground. Now obviously, since I'm not moving right now, I can't really keep my balance, but I can try. So I'll just lift off of the back. And as you can see, it's a good way to keep your balance. Also, you want to widen out your hands so you can catch your balance at the same time. So just want to push and balance yourself that way. Also, if you want to do a nose manual, that's a good way to start getting your other foot just to figure out a way to pop your board. It's called the nose manual. What you want to do is shift the opposite way, like if you were in a regular stance. So you would move this foot, your left foot to the middle, and your right foot to the tail. If you're a regular, it'll be the opposite way. Your left foot to the tail and your right foot to the middle. And what you want to do is the same way, just push down a little bit and find a way to balance yourself, whichever feels comfortable. Now, one of the last things that Daquan showed us is the ollie. This is the basic, most main trick that you need to learn how to do, so you can learn how to do kick flips, shove it, anything like that, because what you're doing is learning how to push off the board and push off the floor with the board itself. So what you want to do is you actually want to push on the back. Now while you're doing this, you're going to push really hard, not too hard, don't try to force it too much, but you're going to push down, and at the same time, once the board starts almost getting to the floor, with your right foot or your left foot if you're a regular, you want to twist your foot a little bit and pull it. Now you're pulling this at the same time, you're doing it simultaneously. So it lifts the board, and at the same time, this pops up. When this comes up, what you want to do is a movement as if you were on a rodeo, on a horse. Jump just like that. Front foot up, then have your back foot follow. So up, up, and keep doing that. Now, it's going to take a while. You're not going to get this right away. But you start off, once again, you want to put your foot where it feels comfortable. You want to push down, twist a little bit, and lift. Now, let me show you guys a quick example. Now, if you can see, I'm pulling the board with my right foot to come forward. But I'm also doing it together so you can have a push and a pull at the same time. So you just want to practice that. You won't get it at first. It's going to take some time. It takes practice, but same way. Just lean down, bend your knees. You don't have to go all the way down, but you can, if you want to, try to get a bigger pop to it. But start off, bend your knees a little bit, and as you do that, you push. So you push your body up, and you're pushing this down and this up at the same time. So start off, you get it, down, up, and that's how you get yourself an ollie. Now give it a try. Like I said, you might not get it right away. It takes time, but don't worry about it. You'll get it soon. Awesome, guys. Thanks for checking us out today here at Trick Tips. I'm Jesse. I'll see you guys next time.
Adakai Productions.